Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm here to show you how to make the Effervescence bracelet on the loom. Now right here I have my mini loom. I always use the mini loom because it's easier to demonstrate with, but you can use any two pegs such as 2 fingers, the alpha loom, finger loom, monster tail, rainbow loom, anything like that. I just find it easier to demonstrate with this. And here are some examples of the Effervescence. I already made a tutorial for this on the hook a little while ago, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But yeah, I've made a lot of these. I don't know why, I just like the design a lot, I think. And a lot of other people have been saying the same. But yeah, okay, here's the last one. But anywho, let's get started. So to make this bracelet, you're going to need 2 pegs, like I said. And you're going to need 3 colors if you're going to do a gradient pattern like this one right here from the middle outward. But if you want to do a gradient pattern from the bottom to the top like I have here in this pastel bracelet, you use however many colors that you want. So yeah, now let's get started. So I'm going to pick up my mini loom, and first off we're going to make the little, strand thingies in here. I don't really know what to call them, but there is a way to make this on the mini loom, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Now I'm going to be showing how to do this gradient pattern like this. So to do that you're going to need 2 strands of the center color and the second and the middle color, and then you're going to need 2 strands of the outer color and the middle color. In the middle color, you're always going to have more of than the outer or inner color. It'll be easier to explain once I get to making it. So first off, I'm going to make a strand with the middle color, with the center color, and then this color right here, the orange, which I'll be using for orange as my very center color, and then the yellow as the color right outside of that. And again, like I said, these colors right here, the oranges, what I use is 11 of them in one strand and then 10 of the other color in the strand. That's what I use for my wrist size. It's pretty tiny, so you might have to add a few to that. But you're going to start off with the orange, or the I feel like I'm being really confusing right now, but this color right here, second to outer color. You're going to start with that color by putting it on one of your pegs. I'm just going to put it on the left one. Then you take your other color, and this yellow right here is the one I'm going to have 11 of, and this orange here is the one I'm going to have 10 of. Just going to put this on, and you can just pull this yellow right over and onto it. Easy as that. And then pull this orange over to meet the other half on the left. Then you pull the bottom orange over the top orange. Now when you do this sequence, you want to make sure that your yellow doesn't come unraveled. It might be really easy to unravel at this point, so just be sure that it doesn't. Now you're going to alternate your color. Put your next color on. Pull the orange over. Push down. And then since you pulled the orange to the left, you're now going to pull this yellow to the right. Then pull the bottom band over the top. And you put on your next color, orange. Pull the yellow over. Then again, since you went to the right, now you're going to the left. Pull the bottom band over the top. And at this point it should start looking something like this. But basically you're just going to repeat that process over and over again for your whole strand until you get to the end, until you use up all the bands for your wrist size. Now after completing this, your wrist, well, Your little strand might seem like really big on your wrist, but what I do is I just measure it so that it's like kind of loose-ish, because it will constrict when you weave it into your bracelets, into your fishtails. So yeah, I'm going to finish the rest of this off camera, and I'll come back and explain how to do the other ones. Alright, so I've finished up my strand, and to finish up the strand on the mini loom, all you do is just stop right after you pulled the last band over its other half, and untwist any bands if they're like really twisted or weird. It should probably only be the last one, but if you see anything else twisted and odd, then untwist it. And to make the other strand for your other section of your gradient, all you do is replace the very center color with the very outer color. So in this case, I replaced orange with green. So I'd still have 11 yellows, but instead of 10 oranges, I'd have 10 greens. Pretty simple. And you need 2 green and yellow strands and 2 yellow and orange strands. Now to finally start weaving the actual fishtail parts together, you're going to make fishtails on your mini loom and attach the little pieces as you go. So to start off a normal fishtail. Twist a band in a figure 8. Then pick out 2 blacks. Place them on here. And then just pull the twisted cat band over. Like that. And then you're going to fishtail on 2 more bands like normal by pulling the bottom of the 3 bands over on each side after placing a band on. And then I have 1 more band to go. Now we can start weaving on our pieces. So you're going to start off with the 2 pieces with the very central color included in them. And at this point you'll probably also need a C-clip. You're going to need 5 to finish the bracelet, and you can just borrow one of the 5. So you're going to take one of your strandlets and you're going to make sure the oranges are pointed towards the middle and the yellows are sort of pointed outwards, if that makes any sense. And you're going to string your hook through this orange right here as it's pointed inwards toward the center of the fishtail. Hold on to this yellow here, it might unravel. And you're going to pull these off the hook, off the mini loom for now. Pull the orange over and onto it, and then without twisting the black bands, put them back on the pegs. And then where the C-clip comes in handy is you see this yellow here seems kind of in danger of unraveling. You're just going to clip it to the cat band at the very bottom of your fishtail. So you can see down at the bottom here, there's a cat band that you just clip on along with the yellow. And it's not going to be like this forever, you're just going to use it to hold on to your piece while you work. Then you flip this around and grab your next little strand. Again, making sure that the orange is pointing in towards the bracelet. I like to have it pointing upward when you string it on. So you pick up that orange, skip the first yellow, hold on to it though. Pull these off, pull the orange over and onto the blacks. And then put the blacks back on untwisted. Make sure that one doesn't overlap the other one. It should be on top, and make sure that they just don't twist or anything weird like that. Very important. And again, you'll see that the yellow is doing the same thing on the other side as the other yellow. So you're just going to go ahead and clip it onto the C-clip, which kind of got buried back there for some reason. Pulled out. There we go. And now you're going to loop over 4 black bands, fishtail them basically like you would normally do. Make sure it's exactly 4, that's really important. And again, it's really important that you make sure that your black bands don't overlap or do anything weird when you put them back on, because I messed up with the other bracelet that I was making on the loom like this, and I had to go back and unweave it and reweave it because it was kind of noticeable. So that annoyed me a bit. But I fixed it and it's all good. Alright, one more band to go. And there we go. Now you can add on your next orange pieces. So to do that, you're going to stretch it out a little bit so you can see the whole bracelet better now. Again, make sure that your oranges are pointing upward because that's the way I like to add them on. Pull your hook through 2 of them now. It's not 1 anymore, it's going to be 2. Make sure that your strand isn't twisted. And then just pull off these blacks for now. Pull the oranges onto them. Put the blacks back on. Then you can flip your bracelet around. Do the same with the other side. Make sure the oranges are pointing upwards. Put your hook through them. Pull them onto these blacks. Put them back on. And then, again, you can add your 4 blacks. Again, exactly 4. Last night was my homecoming night for me. Went to the dance and the game, and it was pretty fun. I was really tired though afterwards. I'm actually kind of tired right now. I feel like my voice sounds different. I know I'm not sick, but if my voice sounds different, that's probably why. I mean, I got like a full 8 hours of sleep, but still, I don't know. I'm just kind of pooed for some reason. Pooped. Okay. There we go, just added those 4 bands. I forgot that it like stretches out when you're working on the loom. Okay. Again, same process. Picking up the oranges, pulling them over, doing the same on the other side, pulling 4 through. You're just going to keep going till you get to the very end when there's only 1 orange, and then you do the same process with the 1 orange. But I will show you how many bands to loop on after you finish that 1 orange. And then I'll show you how to finish up the rest of the bracelet. Okay, so I've made my bracelet long enough to fit around my wrist. And now to finish it up, instead of, I'm ending right now at the point where I put the last orange on, where there's only 1 orange on each side. But anyways, to finish up your bracelet, you're just going to do 3 black bands, like fishtail on 3 black bands instead of 4 this time. Just in the normal manner that you've been doing so. And the third one, you're just going to fishtail the bottom band over as usual. But then, before you finish, you're also just going to pull the bottom of the two bands over. And then just pull one band over to the other side. Clip the two. And then these yellows here, you're just going to clip along with the C-clip. That way they don't unravel later on. And now you're going to begin your next section of your bracelet. So you're going to do the same type of thing to start off. Take a black band and twist it in a figure 8 shape. And you're going to place 2 blacks on top. And just pull the cap band over on each side. And now you're going to start adding on one of these strings that you have here and one that you made earlier, the yellow and green one. So to add these on, you're going to start off with the one on here. You're going to start at the end that has the cap band added, not the one that you just finished up with. It has to be the one with the cap band. You're going to take one of the yellows, doesn't matter which one at this point, and you're just going to string the yellow on like you would normally do. And to do this, you're going to place it on your hook in a way that when you look at it, it's pointing upward. So I just put my hook through it like this. And then pull it through the 2 blacks like I have been showing you before. Place the back blacks on without twisting them or anything. And then I'm going to pick up my separate little strand. Again, make sure that the yellows are facing upward in a way when you do this. Put the yellow on and pull it through the blacks like you normally do. And after you do this, this part will be the same. You're going to still keep 4 black bands in between adding each colored section. That won't change. Have you guys seen the new rainbow loom bands that are coming out in like December-ish? The ones that are like sparkly and silicone? Oh my gosh, I can't wait. They appear to be similar to the ones that are only sold in other countries for some reason, that all of us American loomers really want. And yeah, I'm excited to see them. They look really cool and they have a ton of different colors too. I've been wanting like a silicone like silvery glitter band for like a long time right by now. Basically like the white glitter bands or the gold glitter bands, but instead of those colors, silver glitter. It appears they'll have that. So yeah, I'm really excited. Alright, here's the last band. Okay, now you can add more. So, to add your next section, just going to hold it again in a way so that the yellows are pointing upward. And you just put your hook through these 2 yellows here. Completely ignore the oranges, you're done working with those. And then you're just going to string the yellows onto the 2 blacks in the way that I've shown you before. Now I seem to have an overlap here. Just going to really make sure that the correct black is on top, and it's really important. If you get the wrong black on top, then your fishtail might get messed up and look a little messier later on. So I find it really important to check it out now while I can. Then you do the same over here. Again, making the yellows point upward, making sure your strand isn't twisted, and just pull the yellows on the two blacks in the usual way. Sorry if my computer is freaking out. I don't even know. I'm not rendering or uploading any videos right now, so I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird. Maybe it just needs to cool down and I need to turn it off. But anyways, and again you just pull 4 blacks through, or like fishtail on 4 blacks. I keep saying pulling through and I'm like, what? Wow, my computer's loud. What's up with that? And if you're using this mini loom, the colored bands might get a little hooked onto your pegs. So just ignore those. One, two, three, 4. And then you just pull the bands through in the normal manner that you've been doing so far. And at this point, your bracelet should look something like this. It's really almost the same thing as the middle with a few fishtail changes for near the start and finish. But yeah, and then this one's attached to the fishtail already, so that's a little different and stuff. But yeah, it's basically the same sort of procedure as the middle fishtail that you just made. So I'm going to go off camera, finish the rest of this fishtail off camera, but show you how to finish it and the rest of the bracelet. Alright, so I've gotten to the very end of this fishtail too. And to finish it up, I haven't put on my final colors yet where there's only one on each side, because I want to show that over here one is clipped to the clip. So you just got to unclip it. And you can put it on your hook. Pick up these 2 black bands as normal, string it on and put it back. And then flip it around and do the same on the other side. And then to finish up this piece of the fishtail, you only fishtail on 1 black band this time. So you just place it on and fishtail it like normal. And then just pull the bottom band over the top and you have 2 left. Then pull one black to the other black. Take a clip. Clip it. Pull it off. And there you go, you have your second fishtail. Now the other side is basically this, what you just did, but reversed. So I'm going to show you how to start it off, but I assume you guys should be able to continue it very quickly and easily since the other side was literally almost the same exact thing. Oops. So again, you just start it off like a normal fishtail. Capping a band, then putting 2 blacks on top, and pulling over the cap band. And then You just add on this bottom band right here. Again, going to the cat band end of your bracelet and not the other end where you just finished. So you're going to string this on this side. So you'd flip around my mini loom since I'm starting with the one already attached. Pull it off my clip. And after you do that, you can just take this clip off entirely. You don't need it there anymore. Again, making sure the yellows are pointing upwards. And then pulling this yellow on like you just did on the other side. And then the other end is the same thing, but with this strand that you just have here. Pointing the yellows upward and then just pulling on the yellow like you would normally do. And then you'd pull through the 4 blacks, pick up the pairs now, and then pull through 4 blacks and keep repeating the same way that you did. You can rewind to the video back to when you were working on this fishtail over here that you just finished, if you really need to watch that again, because it's literally the same thing over again. So I'm going to go off camera to finish this up and then come back. Alright, so I'm back. I finished up the other side, just like I finished up the side before it I had filmed before. So you can just rewind the video to watch that to figure out how to end it. And now I'm just going to do the outer borders and then we'll be done. So the outer borders are the easiest part, I'd say. Based on what you've done before, it's a lot easier. So you're going to take your 2 pegs and set them up like you would normally do. Figure 8 plus 2 bands. And then pull the figure 8 band over on each side. But now, for the rest of your bracelet, for this side and the other side, you're going to add on 2 bands again before starting to add your colors. Now I can add my colors. So you're just going to use the ones already attached, you aren't adding any more. So, just going to add the green like you would normally do, with the whole pointing the green bands upward thing. You're going to start with this first green here near the cat band. Make sure that it's the one near the cat band. And then you just take these off to pull the green over and onto them. And since there's no other side, we just don't do anything with this other side. And then you fishtail on 4 more bands. Whee! So excited. Wonder when my new fingernail polish is coming. I ordered some online and it's really fancy and sparkly. You might see me wearing it in my next video. It looks amazing and fabulous and I just cannot wait. It should come probably maybe around Tuesday. It's just my general estimate. Alright, it's my 4th band. Now I can add on more color. So I'm just going to keep going in the same manner that I did, making the greens point upward this time, and until you get to the near end of your bracelet, you're going to be picking up the pair, each little pair, instead of just one. Pull it over in the same manner, put these black bands back, and then you'd fishtail 4 black bands on, and pick the next pair. Fishtail 4 more on, and then just get to the end. And yeah, I'll come back to show you how to finish that. This part's really, really easy, and yeah. Alright, so I've gotten to the end here. I just added on my last band, It's just one band instead of a pair. And to finish it up, I'm going to fishtail on 3 black bands. One. Sorry if you hear planes. Just a lot of planes around today. Alright, and here's my third one. And then, of course, you're going to do the same thing that I've been showing a lot. Just pulling the bottom of the 2 over. Then I pull one band over to meet the other. Then take a clip and clip it. And there you go, you've added one border to one side of your bracelet. And the other side's pretty much the exact same. Same thing, starting off with a twisted band, then 2 black bands, pulling the bottom band over, and then fishtailing on 2 more before you begin adding your colors. And now you can start adding your colors. So I'm going to add the one side that hasn't had colors added yet, of course, making the greens point upward, pulling it on the same exact way that I did the other side. Pretty much, you can just, there's another plane, pretty much you can just rewind the video back to when I did the other side, the one side that I just did. But yeah, from here on out, I'm going to fishtail on 4, then add this pair right here, and keep going and going until I get to the end. So you can rewind the video if you want to, and I'll be back to show you how to clip the bracelet. Alright, so I'm back, and I've clipped and finished it the same exact way as I did the other side. You can rewind if you need to watch that. And now I'm all done. All I have to do is clip it. So as you can see, you just have all your clips here and all your cap bands. It's pretty simple to find them. Be sure to get both ends of your cap band on the clip. There's one, and I like to always make my clips face the same way too. It makes it look more professional. Oh, there's another plane! Ooh, that's a loud one. Alright. Come on, come on. There we go. Next clip. Next clip. And your last clip. And there you go. Oops, this one flipped over a little bit. Okay, now there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. I made way too many of this bracelet. But, bye!